Hello, everyone. Good morning. We hope that you all are well, safe in this global pandemic situation of COVID-19. Myself, Shyam Prasad Dahal, Director of Operation KIC Nepal, would like to welcome you all in our Facebook and YouTube virtual information session today. Uh, Also, I'd like to welcome our UK coordinator, Mr. Ravi Dahal, in this session today. Welcome, Mr. Ravi.
Thank you, Sam, sir.
Okay, we are conducting such a virtual information session to provide maximum information about study abroad and complete information about one particular college or university in one session. We know that most of you are not being able to visit our offices for the face-to-face counseling, so we hope that this virtual information session will help you to know more about study abroad and all information about one particular university. Today, in this live session, we will be talking about study in the UK, as there are many Nepalese students who are interested in studying in the UK. As you know that there are many universities in the UK providing globally recognized qualification. So we have decided to talk about UK universities under the study group with our high-rank universities in the UK. Study Group is a global company that prepares international students for university degree programs. Study Group owns and operates colleges and also partners with more than 40 universities across the UK, Europe, North America, and Australia. Today, to talk about the universities and their products under the study group, we have a very special guest from the study group, and with the delegate from the study group, we will be discussing its programs, scholarship, intakes, entry requirements, and many other factors. I know many of you have questions about these universities in the UK, so you can mention your questions in the comment section below. In the second stage of the session, we will answer those questions. So I would like to request you to start asking questions now in the comment section below. Without doing any delay, let me introduce our guest today. We have Mr. Raju Poudel, our partner, a sales manager of Study Group Nepal. Welcome, Raju, sir, in this virtual information session today.
Thank you so much, KIC team, especially Sam sir and Ravi sir.
We also have Carlyle, student recruitment manager of Study Group, today.
Hi everyone, thank you for the introduction.
Thank you so much, both of you, for your time today. About the COVID-19 situation over there in UK, and what is the message that you would like to share on behalf of the our students who are planning to study in the UK in future?
I think that yeah, I'll take the question, Raju. I think that sorry, there was a connection problem, but basically the message is very much that everything is still ongoing, that this pandemic has been going long enough to make us realize that we need to start still moving forward, going with the flow and living with COVID to some extent. It's just that all the university partners have already taken all the course of action to whatever that is best for the students, whether it's a new potential lead that's students that's coming to join us or our current students. So without having to delay further, most of the courses has already been on an online platform. So it allows students to start earlier, or the ones that still have border restriction that they can already start their course earlier. At the same time, all of the campus is also open for this September intake. So let's say students do want to progress or pursue their studies, they shouldn't wait further, because you don't know how long this is going to drag, and it's not it shouldn't be a restriction for yourself to progress in your studies. So that's why there's a lot of options that's available now, which I'll talk more when I share my screen and to discuss about all the options that's available with study group after your high school or whether it's after your bachelor degree. You want me to straight jump into just talking about what study group offers, or any questions that I should help with answer first?
Thank you so much for our students are get the opportunity to stay in the UK and to get the globally recognized degree. Now, I would like to request you to start the session for today. So over to you, Raju sir and Carla.
Yeah, thanks. I think Carla, you are going with the presentation. So yeah, I'll be here and back in.
Okay. So if you're watching here, I'm going to share my screen shortly. And basically, we are going to talk very much about what study group has to offer. And some of you might be still under lockdown in your home country or at home at this very point. But basically, I am Carlyle, as mentioned. I studied in the UK myself previously, so I would like to share with you what's it like to study in the UK, as well as at the same time what study group has to offer. So I'm based in Malaysia, KL, and today I'm going to talk more about ICAS centers. So very much study group actually, as mentioned, we actually have several destinations. I'm only in charge of the UK and Europe, and I am also the Cardiff University ISC one center specifically for the whole Asia region except China. So just to give you all some updates, in 2020, not only COVID happened, but there's also more positive news that actually we have done within study group. We have announced new partners. We have new university that work with study group, which is Cardiff University. We had new courses like international year one courses and more progression degrees with Royal Holloway for international year one and pre-master. At the same time, there will be a new direct entry master degree that will be running in London campus. That study group will be having the full visibility on this course, which is with one of our university partners. I'll let Raju talk about that at the end of this session. And but basically, there is also positive news in 2020. And for the UK portfolio at the moment, for study group, we actually offer 16 university of our partners offer foundation option. There is 11 of them that offers IY1, which is international year one. I'll come to that, what's an international year one course. And we also have 13 university partners that offer pre-master program. And of course, our newest update announcement or achievement would be the one university that offers a direct entry master degree option. At the same time, let's say if you're aiming to go to Holland or Ireland, we do have that option as well. So we have our Holland ISC center that's located in Amsterdam that offers foundation entry to 4 different universities in Holland, and one in Ireland, which is University College of Dublin, and which only offers the foundation option. So, but for Nepalese students, I think that UK is still one of the more popular destination, which is why I will only mainly touch on UK as in particular today. And to give you a better idea, this is the university partners that we work with, or finishing our last semester with Q University, but we still have, so basically all this listed here, there are university partners that offers the foundation program, international year one, or the pre-master program. And the Holland options that I've mentioned just now is Erasmus, Hans, and Tilburg, which is located in Netherlands, Holland. And if let's say UK, it's one of your options, as well as you're exploring Europe options, you can look into those universities. So today we are focused more about CAS, joint CAS or combined CAS, ICAS product or program. Why I would like to touch on this more is because it's more relevant to Nepalese students. So let's say if you finish your high school, normally you normally complete 12 years of education, which in the UK, you are actually eligible to join the first year of the university, but many of the university in the UK require students to have a little bit more background. That's why for some of the students, they require HSC students to take a foundation first, then only first year of degree or the bachelor degree, because they don't think that high school student is ready for the bachelor degree yet. So what we have established is we call it the International Year 1 program. And at the moment, we have 2 university partners that offer a combined CAS program, which is Huddersfield and Kingston. What's a combined CAS program and what is International Year 1? Combined CAS program is a single visa course. Basically, once you finish your course, you don't need to renew a visa for your year 2 or year 3. If it's not a combined CAS program, for example, for foundation, when you finish foundation, after your high school, you do a foundation, and then later on you join the bachelor degree. After you finish the foundation, if it's not a joint CAS, you actually have to renew your visa in your home country. Let's say if you're studying in September. At the same time, there's lesser working rights, and you have to again sit for a test called UKVI IELTS test. It's an English test that most of the students, if they are going on a particular visa, Tier 4 visa for UK, or you're going for foundation, you are required to sit for this English test. It's a UK visa immigration policy. But when it's a combined CAS products, which is International Year 1 program, we can look into waiving IELTS, which is using your HSC English. I'll come to that shortly also. So that's one of the key benefits of having a joint CAS product or joint CAS program, is that you don't need to sit for your IELTS again, or your UKVI IELTS particularly. You will have more working rights. You get to work, if it's a joint CAS program, the full program will be 3 years. So within these 3 years, you have working rights during summer as well as during term dates. At the moment, we only have joint CAS for International Year 1 and pre-master. So what are these 2 courses? I'll come to that shortly. But it's very important to remember that at the moment, there's no foundation option for joint CAS program. And for many of the students worry, or you would have heard about, let's say if you want to study in the UK, you will sit for a test called IELTS. And for UK, we have a particular English test, which is called UKVI IELTS. And for us, foundation, you are required to sit for UKVI IELTS if you are coming from other countries other than English-speaking country. So you need to sit for UKVI IELTS, and minimum you need to achieve at least 4 to 5.5. It depends on which center you're looking into joining. And whereas for International Year 1, there is an option. The option is, if it's a combined CAS, we can accept equivalence. Equivalence means that you might have done English in your high school HSC and you achieve more than 60%. You can use that to waive your IELTS, so you don't need to sit for your UKVI IELTS. But if you're, let's say, not going to go onto a joint CAS center, you want to aim for a higher ranking university, you either have to do the foundation or like listed here, Coventry, London, LGMU, Aberdeen, Leeds, Lincoln, Strathclyde, Sussex. All this you have to sit for UKVI IELTS for the International Year 1 because they are not joint CAS. Okay. Whereas for Kingston and Huddersfield, there is a joint CAS option, which for you, it's beneficial for you to waive the IELTS. But your IELTS have to be active in a recent 2 years. You have that qualification. If it's more than 2 years that you have done your HSC English, then you are required to sit for IELTS as well. We also offer the pre-master program, which at this point, there's only 3 centers that have the joint CAS. Other centers, it depends on which university you're choosing. Some have to only take UKVI IELTS. Some they can accept academic IELTS and Pearson's. And the score that you have to achieve is between 5.5 and above. Most of the time it's 5.5 overall and 5.5 in all skills. So why students have to come to study group to study with our International Study Center? Very much, one is because they don't meet the entry requirement, or because we are the provider for pathway. Pathway is a bridging course from high school before to go on to university. There's a bridging course. That's the pathway. So ISC runs the pathway program like Foundation, International Year 1, and Pre-Master. It's basically a course to help you to transit into a British education system. At the same time, there will be only international students, because most of the local British student is not eligible to join our course because they have to finish their high school anyway. And our students actually are the expert teachers that understand international students, because we have been dealing with international students for many years. So having to teach an international student sometimes can be different from teaching a local British students, because international students, you need more support, you need more care, and for you to be studying in a foreign country in your first year, in your first few weeks, it's going to be overwhelming, because you have to get used to the environment, the weather, the syllabus, the curriculum, the qualification itself, the way that you at university level, there's a lot of things that you have to put into account. That's why the student very much need a lot of support from the teacher. So our teachers are mostly expert teachers. We also have university linked tutors, and they know about international students. They know how to support you to ultimately make sure you progress to your bachelor degree or your master degree. Our program is also university validated. So each program is uniquely designed for the course particular for that university particularly. So let's say we are doing a Huddersfield International Year 1, that International Year 1 is actually following University of Huddersfield modules, the approach that the university practice. So each program or each ISC, it's unique to following the university partner. And it's tailored, again, the progression, grade, all that, it's tailored according to that particular university. And from day one, you will have a university environment. You'll be in a university environment. You'll learn and in a university style. And basically, there will be seminars, tutorials, and a lot of self-study projects. So that's a basically UK study for you. And from day one, whether you're going for foundation, international year 1, or pre-master, you will have the access to the university facilities, although you are not the bachelor degree or the master degree student yet. But basically, because you will be on campus, all of our ISC center, most of our ISC center, there's only 2 that's off campus, but most of them are on campus. So from day one, you will have the university environment, as I mentioned. And our classes is very small. So each of you would get a lot of support and attention, because there's only, it's small, not in a size matter, but basically our classroom size is big, but basically our class size is small, so that students will get enough attention from the teacher. So in one class, it's about, we have about 12 to 15 students. So compared to direct year 1, direct entry, bachelor degree year 1, their classroom size is a lot bigger. It's about 30 and 30 over. So compared to international year 1, our students get more attention from the teacher. You will also have a personal tutor that will be assigned to you. This personal tutor will provide you individual attention. Every week, there will be 2 hours just to check on you. You can discuss with your personal tutor whether it's academic issue, or you can discuss with them about your overall mental well-being, you're missing home, any issues at all, you can talk to your personal tutor. So they want to make sure that you're on the right track to progress ultimately. And as I mentioned just now, we'll only touch more on international year 1 program because it fits better in the Nepal curriculum after you finish your high school. Normally, most of the students, unless they're aiming for very high rank university, or you're aiming to study courses like medicine, dental surgery, law, some of the courses, there's only foundation options that's available. But let's say if you're aiming to do a business degree or a normal engineering program, there is the international year 1 program available, which is equivalent to university degree first year. What is the difference between international year 1 and university bachelor degree first year direct entry is that our international year 1 runs the same modules as the first year university students, but at the same time, because there's a lot more English modules that's in place, this is to give you more preparation when you transit to British education system, when you move on to progress to your second year, when you're in the same classroom with the British students, you're a lot more confident to speak, you'll perform better in terms of writing at university level. So all these additional English courses, it will be a guidance for you to blend in. So statistics also show that for final degree performance, our students actually perform better than direct entry in many cases. So that's one of the key benefits, I would say, for international students. When you come to ISC, you get more support because we have smaller classroom size. So that's one of the reasons some of the students, sometimes they meet the direct entry requirement, but they will still choose to study at ISC for the first year. They do international year one first because they want to improve their English. They want to be more prepared. So moving on exactly further, like very much why international year one. Sometimes it very much because you might not meet the entry requirement for direct year one. So a lot of the students, they study international year one, and our entry requirement is lower than university first year because again, we have smaller classroom size, which means you get more support. So that's why we are very confident that even if you come in and join us for first year degree with a lower grade than direct entry, but we are confident that you will improve in your first year with ISC and ultimately progress onto your second year and third year with the university. At the same time, our progression rate is very high. Progression rate means that most of our students, when you come study with us, when you progress onto your first year or your second year of the course, that's progression. A lot of the students will stay back. Let's say if you did international year one in Huddersfield, then later on when you finish your year one program, you will progress to year two. There is still a minimum grade to meet, but let's say if you didn't meet, you didn't pass the exam for the first time, at the end of your semester, there is actually opportunity for you to resit for your exam. So we offer the flexibility there for our student. And you will also have facility access. So at the same time, you are university students, you have similar facility access, you will be on campus, accommodation wise will be the same accommodation. So basically there's more benefits to come to international year one. There's also a lot of testimonial that's in place. So this is by one of our staff. There's also a lot of testimonial from our students. Let's say you're unsure whether coming to UK would be a good option. You want to hear or see what your seniors have wrote about the university, what was their experience. You can always check with myself or Raju to get more testimony, just to understand what the previous student has done and what they have experienced, good feedback, etc. Today we'll talk mainly on ICAS, which two of the university I mentioned that offer ICAS program is Huddersfield and Kingston. That's why today we are going to touch more about these two universities, just to give you a better idea about the university, where is it located, etc. So the University of Huddersfield is one of the top 50 universities in the UK. They are known for their affordable tuition fees as well as living expenses. So when you're studying in the UK, sometimes because of the exchange rate, you will be worried that the tuition fees will be very expensive, and as well as the living expenses. But Huddersfield has proven to be, in terms of living expenses, they are 40% lower than London on average. But at the same time, they are also gold rated. So what is TEF gold rated here? TEF stands for Teaching Excellence Framework. It's something that was awarded by the government. It's like medal. You either get gold, silver, or bronze. And Huddersfield, this university actually managed to get gold rated, which is a high achievement because it shows the top quality of teaching, how the students are satisfied with their course and the teaching excellence from the teachers. At the same time, they are also UK top 10 for placement opportunity. Placement opportunity is something optional. So when you go for a bachelor degree, normally in the UK, you only need 3 years and then you get a bachelor degree with honours. It's 1 year lesser than Australia to get an honours degree program. At the same time, you can actually opt for an additional year. So it will be a 4 years bachelor degree program, but 1 year it's for placement. It's like an internship. We call it a sandwich course. So first year, second year, you study. Third year, you work, and then fourth year, you study again. So it's a sandwich course. This is what I call placement opportunity. So when you graduate, you get at least 1 year working experience. At the same time, Huddersfield is running on a joint ICAS program for this international year one, which means that it will save you time. You don't need to renew your visa when you finish your international year one. You straight away have your holiday, summer break if you're going for supplementary intake, and then you join your year two program. So you save a lot of time. It's just one single visa and it's done. We offer only 2 routes at the moment. There's business management marketing route. So any degrees that's under this subject routes, it's available for international year one. At the same time, they have the route to engineering as well as computer. This is the entry requirement for Nepalese students. After you finish your year 12, this is the minimum grade to meet. At the same time, I mentioned just now, if your English is more than 60%, you can look into waiving your IELTS. But it must be a recent 2 years qualification. For now, the tuition fees for this year is around £12,900. This is before scholarship. So we do offer scholarship that's up to £2,000, including the university also offer the scholarship. I'll show you a diagram later to give you a better understanding about the fees and scholarship wise. So basically, it's very competitive in terms of this tuition fees. If you compare to other university tuition fees for Huddersfield, it's a lot lower. Moving on, another university that I will touch on for international year one program is Kingston University. Kingston University, the name of itself says it all. It's in London, and because it's in London, you get a lot of real world business experience. There's a lot of business opportunity, business links. There's a lot of practical lessons, and it's not far from central London. It's just about 25 minutes on train. But because they are in London, you need to be prepared that the living expenses is slightly higher. It's not slightly, but it's higher than outside London University. But at the same time, Kingston University, London, they are known for their entrepreneurship focus. So most of their students end up starting up their own business or their company. They are mostly entrepreneurs. So Kingston University is actually ranked second according to a higher education statistic. So which means, let's say if you want to be an entrepreneur, you're looking into doing business, you can look into Kingston University, London, and the entry requirement is similar to Huddersfield. The tuition fees wise is just slightly more expensive than Huddersfield. So it's about £4,650 per term. So it's about 3 terms. So it's slightly higher than Huddersfield. But we actually have, this is the whole diagram for all the international year one program. As I mentioned, when you finish your year 12, you don't need to do a foundation program. Most of the time there is an international year one program that's available. But if you, it depends on what course you want to do and which university. A higher rank university like Durham or Cardiff, there's only foundation option. Some students, they are very clear with their mind. It's like they only want high rank university and they don't mind to do additional 1 year for foundation and then 3 years for a bachelor degree. So it's 1 + 3. Whereas international year one, it will be just 3 years. So you'll start your first year international year one with ISC. And remember, there's only 2 that's combined class. So it's Huddersfield and Kingston. Other university that's listed here, they are not under the same visa. So it's actually quite straightforward. When you finish your international year one program, you just need to renew your visa either in Nepal, or let's say if you're starting January, you can actually stay back in the UK to renew your visa. So there's a lot of details that's available from the counselor book, the portals. So let's say if you have any questions about any of the programs for this international year one program, you can let your counselor know, because they will have access to the portal. And at the same time, you can also contact Raju, which is based in Nepal. And let's say if you are not doing your local curriculum, you're doing international qualification like IB or A-level, or you have done your foundation elsewhere, this is the entry requirement. And if you didn't meet the entry requirement for this international year one program, it's not at least the ones that I've stated here, you miss out by a little slightly. We can look into reviewing to provide you a further assessment to look into each case on exceptional basis whether we can approve you. So just to give you a little bit more information about Huddersfield, if you are up to date with the pop singer, if you know who is Ed Sheeran is actually from Huddersfield. Huddersfield is in the county of Yorkshire, It's not far from big city like Leeds and Manchester. So you get very much the best of both worlds. Actually, you live in a small green area, like very nature side. At the same time, it's not far from big city if you want a vibrant lifestyle. So you still get that experience. But at the same time, because when you're staying in Huddersfield, you save a lot on your living expenses. To give you a better idea on the joint cast or I-cast or single visa, basically this is how it works. Let's say if you have waived your IELTS, you manage to waive your IELTS, you don't need any PSP or pre-sessional English, you will straight away start your international year 1 and then you progress to year 2 and year 3 of the degree. But let's say if you didn't, or your HSC English is actually more than 2 years, you graduated in 2016 and there is a significant academic gap, then you need to sit for IELTS, normal IELTS for a joint cast program. And if you didn't meet the English requirement, there's something called pre-sessional English that you can join before you start your international year 1. So it depends on what score you get, then they will assign you to an 8-week course or 12-week course. About the scholarship is not only available during the foundation or international year 1. For Huddersfield, there is also scholarship opportunity for year 2 and year 3. So they give out £2,000 for international student each year. It will be deducted on your tuition fees. And the total of the bachelor degree is only about £36,000. So Kingston University London, which I touched a lot just now, in London, of course. At the same time, the very unique selling point for this course or this what beneficial for the students is that this business management international year 1 program, during your degree, it actually comes with a business experience. What is this business experience is that it's slightly shorter than a 1-year placement year opportunity, but it does include a placement month. It's like a short internship within your degree. So in 3 years, when you graduate, you will have at least 3 months to 5 months working experience with a university or with the business within London, within UK. There will be a business opportunity for you to do a short internship. So you will still get some realistic experience in the realistic world, and you have to apply for that job. It's very, basically, they will prepare you. So this is one of the unique selling points. So you don't need to opt for the 4 years. You just take this 3 years bachelor degree that comes with a business experience, but you will already have a short internship opportunity. So other than international year 1 that I talked a lot about just now, we also offer the pre-master program. So let's say if you're watching this video, you are already postgraduate students, you have done your bachelor degree and you're looking to furthering your master degree, but you're not quite there yet. Maybe you didn't meet the entry requirement for a master degree, or you want to change your major. You can look into, sorry for the typo, you can look into changing your degree path with a pre-master program. So this pre-master program comes in 1 semester, 2 semester. It depends how much of the support you need for pre-master course. It will allow you to perform better when you go for your master degree, because the master degree in the UK is only 1 year. If you straight away go on to the master degree, by the time you are getting used to the environment, you're adapted to the weather, it would be already your midterm. So having the pre-master actually prepares you better when you go on to your master degree. And the entry requirement for pre-master, it's about, it depends on your bachelor degree qualification. See whether it's an international qualification or if it's a bachelor degree from Nepal. So it's very straightforward. Let's say again, same thing, if you didn't meet the requirement for the pre-master slightly, your borderline case, you can send on to us, whether we will see whether we can do like an exceptional case approval. Pre-master program is also under joint cast, so you have the opportunity to just do everything on a single visa, including the pre-sessional English course. And the tuition fees is very competitive. It's just £7,600. Master course for the PMP or pre-master course. And same thing like international year 1, you do have to, let's say, you do have to sit for academic IELTS for this, because the IELTS waiver is only applicable for high school students recent 2 years, who have graduated in the recent 2 years. There is also another university that offers a pre-master program, which is Liverpool John Owens, and this tuition fee is even lower than Huddersfield, but there's only one intake in a year, so it starts in May normally, but it offers a lot of progression degree. So if you're aiming to do a master degree in the UK, but you want just to have a little bit more academic and English support, it's good for you to take on the pre-master program because it gives you more preparation. There's a lot of reference kit that we have. Let's say if you know what you want to study, but you're not sure which university to go, what course to apply to, you can always reach out to your counselor. At the same time, you can reach out to us. We'll send you more of the details, more of the materials if it's required. So basically, that would be it today. And if you have any questions about the International Year 1 program or whether it's the pre-master or the master degree program, you can let us know. Shared screen looks very small. I hope it was okay just now. I can send on the presentation to you if, let's say, if you want to have a bigger picture of what's the information, then we will be able to send on to you, because I don't think StreamYard allows you to expand your screen. And yeah, do drop your queries in the comment section. Like it's not necessarily has to be related to Huddersfield, Kingston. Let's say if you're much more interested in other programs, you can also ask us, or you can ask about any UK studies experience that you want to know. You can also you can also let us know. So if there's any question now, you can put in the comment box. Any questions? Anything that you want to point out? Oh, there is actually questions. Okay, let me just, should I go through it?
Thank you, Carla, for the session. Can you hear me?
Yep. So you want me to, I'll just go through the questions that is in the comments box, yeah? So
sorry, I have got some. You can answer the questions from the comment section below, along with Raju sir. So Raju sir, could you please coordinate with the comment, because I'm having some technical difficulties to find out the comments. So
sure, Shamsul, thank you so much. Hi once again. So now it's time to answer your queries. First, here I can see from one of our prospective students, also what posters require study at UK. Okay, so one of our prospective students asks us that what posters required study at UK for Nepali students. May I know, sir? So could you please go with it?
So for you, it depends where you have graduated from. So let's say if you just finished your high school, it's you first have to come to KIEC and speak to the counselor and tell them your qualification. If they will guide you through to get your previous qualification, and then you tell them what you want to study. So when they know what you want to study, they can put in an application for you. First, you have to put in an application to see whether you're eligible to study for the program, to study in the UK. They will look into your high school result or your previous qualification. And then after that, the counselor will then guide you through what are the next steps. Like later on, if you are interested in this program with this university, then you'll move on to how to accept offer, what you have to seek for, whether you need to seek for the English test. So that's the steps by step. But basically, let's say if you want to, for the start, you should put yourself in touch with one of the counselor with KIEC, and then they will be able to guide you through what's the procedure to apply to the university in the UK. Okay. Next question. Nowadays, UK university recommend online class for their own students. I'm wondering, how is it possible? Please provide first-hand information. Hi, Sharada. So the reason why they are encouraging online is because when the pandemic was at its peak, a lot of classes to be stopped. But then it's not, you can't just close all the school and the students are not doing anything at home. So when it first started, our university, we reacted very quickly, especially the ISC center. We are in fact helping the university, because university, they are more traditional. You will see very experienced professor that's in their late 50s and 60s. So they are not very tech, like not native in technologies and stuff. So ISC staff actually very much reacted very quickly. We don't just run on Zoom session, just to run on the classes, but there's also a lot of software. It depends on what course you are studying. Some of the courses like engineering, you need very technical software to be realistic, like they create a motherboard. If this wire connect to this wire, what is the reaction? Would it be? It's very realistic. So all this, it involves a lot of computer science components. We have established an online platform for students to go onto the classes. There will be pre-recorded. At the same time, there will be live session. So it's not just possible, it's been running actively. It's ongoing for many months now, and we are just getting better. We get a lot of feedback from the student, whatever difficulty the student is facing. Like, for example, some of the students, they have connection issue. So what we would recommend that they would set a time to maybe move on. Let's say if they can't go online, then whether it's a phone call is in place to speak to their personal tutor, or whether if they need to defer their offer, ultimately they don't have connection at all. So all those things, we will be able to guide them through. But online classes is already running. It will be in a lot of platforms. It's not just on Zoom. There will be software that tracks students' attendance, because attendance is still very important as well. It's so again, there will be pre-recorded, there will be live session. I actually have a whole long presentation about online learning. It's just remarkable, because my time there is just face-to-face. But now to see that we have surpassed all that, and in a very advanced stage now, there is a lot of software that we are currently using for online classes. But at the same time, UK, it's open for on-campus as well. So if your country has no border restriction, there are flights that's taking place, you are more than welcome to travel to the UK to start your course on campus. We also allow the flexibility. You can first start online until when you're ready, feeling safe, mentally prepared to go, then only you go travel to the UK for on-campus. All right. So the next question is where I am from, I guess, is where are you from? I am from Malaysia. I'm from Kuala Lumpur. I'm based in KL. I've been to Nepal. I've been to Kathmandu. I like your country as well. So I hope that answers your questions. So the next question is, what are the scholarship facilities available?
Yeah, what are the scholarship facilities that are available for international students?
So for founding, so let's say if it's for study group we offer a partial scholarship scheme. Partial scholarship means that it won't be a full scholarship offer. It should just be enough to encourage you and congratulate you for your previous qualification achievement. At the same time, it's like a discount. So it's between £1,500 up to £4,000 fees deduction. That would be the scholarship. So if you want to apply, when you send in the application to your counselor will request for you to apply for the scholarship discount. Okay. Next question.
Okay. There is another question. Is it possible to transfer the credit, my bachelor's degree affiliated from London Metropolitan University to any of your university without IELTS?
So no. So basically, once you've done if you've done your bachelor degree from LMU, London Metropolitan, if you are coming for a pre-master program, you might have to, if it's not a joint pass program, then we will still have to assess at least your academic IELTS. But we will look into, because you have to complete your bachelor degree, because transferring your credits, the courses that we are offering, it's either a pre-master program or the direct master degree, which is with Huddersfield. But then you are unable to transfer your credit onto a pre-master program. You have to complete your bachelor degree at least. But yeah, in terms of whether you are eligible to waive IELTS, we will look into the degree. Yeah. Next questions. I hope I answer your question.
Another question is, acceptable English accepted for a study group university?
It depends what course you're taking, but wide range wise, all the foundation require UKVI IELTS. If it's a joint class like Huddersfield or Kingston, then we can look into academic IELTS, Pearson. To start the course online, you can look into Duolingo, but for visa application wise, you will need UKVI IELTS for some of the course. If it's a joint class course, you can look into your HSC English. We can look into accepting your previous English done, like CIE, A level. Those can be used to waive IELTS. But if it's a foundation course, if it's not a joint class, then we only accept UKVI IELTS and the newest UKVI recognized. But at the moment in Nepal, it's quite limited. It's just if it's a foundation course, then it's UKVI IELTS. Okay. Next question.
Yeah, the next question is, do we have to face the interview for the enrollment?
Yes. So because we want you to make sure that your visa application is successful, what study group does is we offer a precast interview. What is a precast interview is that you need to go for our interview first in order to get CAS, which is the document to apply for your visa. So during the precast interview, we will ask the similar or exact questions asked during your UKVI credibility interview. Questions like, so you will have to sit for the interview for enrollment. Okay.
Okay, thank you, Carla.
Next is.
And the, yeah.
I think there is also mentioned if IELTS is needed.
Yeah.
So IELTS is needed for most of the program. For UK specifically, it's not just IELTS. You need UKVI IELTS to be on the safe side and to have more options. But if you are going for international year 1 program and you have just recently graduated and your English is above 60%, then you can waive IELTS using your HSC English. Okay.
Yeah. And the
Sorry guys, I'm having some technical difficulties, so I think we are continuing. Raju and Raju sir, please coordinate with the comment, please.
No problem. Thank you. I think I should go with the next question. That is, if I'm not directly eligible for direct master course, what will be the next process to follow? So Carla, I think you are the right person to answer today.
So let's say if you're not eligible, like a lot of the bachelor degree, like let's say if you can be not eligible in many reasons. You are changing your major in bachelor degree, it's not related to your master degree, then you're not eligible. If you get a bachelor degree without honors, then you're not eligible for a master degree. If you get third class, then you're not eligible. So there's a lot of reasons for why, or you didn't meet the grade, which is the easiest way why you're not eligible, which is why pre-master would be a program for you. What is a pre-master program? It's that you will study academic modules that's related to your master degree, but we offer lower entry requirement. So you might be eligible to join the pre-master, and once you join the pre-master program, you only have to pass the pre-master passing grade, then you progress onto your master degree in that particular university. But it depends on your bachelor degree as well. We do have a minimum entry requirement still. So pre-master program. Next, is IELTS needed? I think I've answered that. Yes, you do need IELTS. Only in some case you can waive your IELTS using your HSC. What about
Next,
Yep.
what about the placement opportunities for international students?
So placement opportunity it depends what you're referring to. If you're referring to during your degree or during your studies, you opt for the placement year, it's very realistic. So there will be the career team or the placement career welfare team. It's they're the support, but it's very realistic. You will still have to send in your CV. You will still go for the job interview. They will let you know maybe there will be vacancy here. They will show you the interview skills, but in everything, they won't spoon feed you. That means they won't give you the job. You will still have to apply for it. But they will let you know maybe there's vacancy here. You can try here. But at the same time, you will still have to take a lot of initiative to do your CV up, to practice on your interview skills, etc. So that's the placement year during your studies. If you're talking about placement, yeah, that's the placement year. When you graduate, there will be 2 years graduate visa. Whether you will get a job, then that's realistically you have to do your CV up. You have to be prepared for all the interviews. Yeah. What about the gap evidence due to COVID? And is there quarantine facilities for us? I take the next questions as well, yeah? So the gap evidence, you do want to tell, let's say if you're applying next year and then during COVID, what you've been doing at home, whether you're doing some self-studies, some online course, or you're helping in any sort of business, your family business, self-study, preparing for English, etc., you do have to explain a little because academic progression is very important. If you don't do maths for more than 3 years and suddenly you want to take a mathematics degree, the school might be worried that you'll struggle. So that's why they want some evidence. They will normally ask for a personal statement or a statement of purpose to see why you want to study this degree or what you've been doing that is related to this degree, etc. There will be quarantine facilities for students. Let's say if they are traveling to the UK, there will be 2 weeks of, and if your country, I think your country is listed on the quarantine list, so you need to do a self-quarantine. You can do it on campus with the school accommodation. Yeah, they will guide you through how to get your groceries, how to get food, how to do get the food delivery, etc. Okay. Will the university admission team provide interview questionnaire for the pre-cast interview? Yes. They normally would send the guideline, the credibility interview. It's like a guidance, like what are the questions normally asked. We actually want students to be prepared and do some research by themselves because you already have the questions, but you need to take initiative to find out about your school, the program that you are doing, so you will understand and memorize, and not just memorizing the facts. So they will give you the questions, but the answer you need to find out. Will the student studying foundation course under study group has to return to their home country to apply for the visa? Okay, if it's a foundation, if you're starting January, normally students finish their course around August and they will start their degree course in September. If they are starting their course in less than 28 days, they can stay back in the UK to apply for the visa for their degree. If you are starting your course in September, when you finish your course, that's more than 28 days, then they will require students to return to their home country to renew the visa. That is for foundation. I mentioned just now, if it's a joint cast program for international year 1, that means it's under the duration for the visa will be straight away for 3 years. So you don't need to renew visa on that. What is the difference between IELTS and UK via IELTS? Okay, it's more expensive. Other than that, the level of difficulty is the same. the reason why UKVI IELTS is more expensive, there is you will be in a smaller class size. There will be one teacher to lesser students. You will have zero chance of cheating because there will be a lot of security measures. There is security CCTV. There's all those. But in terms of the level of difficulty on the test, it's the same. IELTS and UKVI IELTS, so it's similar. It's just that there's more security measures, and yeah, there's no way of cheating. For pre-master course, what is the requirement? Will IELTS minimum 5.5 work? Yes, 5.5 overall plus 5.5 in all skill. That is the minimum requirement. For your bachelor requirement, it depends on what course you're going for and which ISC center you're referring to. So because we offer pre-master to a lot of progression degree and to a lot of university, it depends, but normally it's a minimum second lower class. Sometimes we do take in third class students, so it's about 50%. For, I think it's the same questions.
The same question. The last one is that I scored 51.55% in the bachelor and I scored 6 overall. Can I get admission MSc in accounting?
You can send on to, because when you have your overall grade, but at the same time, when it's master degree application, they look into your bachelor degree transcript for each of the some of the modules. Let's say you have your overall grade that you passed, but you have a lot of subjects that you fail. They might look into it and offer you the pre-master program. But Kailish, I strongly recommend you to put in the application to Huddersfield, London, because yeah, it's very likely that you can get the offer, because at the same time they will also see if there's any academic gap between your bachelor degree up until now. So there's a lot more assessment other than just overall grade and IELTS. So yeah, do send in. The admission will actually guide you. Let's say if you send in your application and you don't meet the requirement, they will offer you alternative. Maybe they just ask you to do 1 semester pre-master, and then within your 1 semester, as long as you pass the passing grade for pre-master, you progress into the master degree. Okay.
Okay. I think we have covered all the comments that we received in our session. Raju, would you like to add anything from your side?
Well, thank you so much for this opportunity once again. So, hi everyone. I think everything has been covered by Carlyle herself, and even we try to address all those questions, your queries. So just at the last, I just like to add a couple of things in a point, that is, we are going to operate Huddersfield and Kingston Center, which is joint class options for our students in November intake. So if you are ready to go to UK, if you are thinking to study abroad, especially in UK by this November, then Huddersfield International Study Centers or the Kingston could be another options for you to apply in International Year 1 or International Foundation Year. And after that, we are, as of now, we are not running any direct master's degree courses in UK. But from February 2021, we are going to run our direct master courses from the University of Huddersfield London campus. So this is the only one campus under study group portfolio where we are running direct master's program, MSc in international business and MSc in accounting and finance. So February intake is going to be a first intake for us. So if you had like 60% above in your 3 years bachelor's degree, if you have made overall 6 not less than 5.5, then you are eligible to apply directly to master's degree in Huddersfield London campus. So this is one of the exciting news. I think definitely those students if you are interested to go there, then please connect with KIEC team. They have offices across the country in many regions, I think from east to west coast of Nepal. So please visit their office, try to be in touch with their counselors, managers, whoever is there, and get these informations. in the time being, if you want to have a meeting with me personally or with Carlyle, then we are ready for you to help. We are ready for you to cater for anything else, in terms of the information that you want to know from us. So these are the things that I want to say at last. And the second and the last thing is that if you are in Kathmandu Valley, within the next couple of weeks, if you are intend to visit KIC office and want to meet me personally, then I'll be there. Just do let me know of your time. Thank you so much, KIC team, for organizing this session, and we really appreciate your effort. And we are looking forward to have to run this session again by within the next. Within a 2 weeks time or within a month time. So we are going to see same level of effort from your side. Thank you.